Top 25 GRC Entry-Level Interview Questions and Answers. Governance, Risk, and Compliance (GRC) is a critical function in modern organizations, ensuring that business operations align with regulatory requirements, internal policies, and risk management frameworks. Entry-level GRC roles require a foundational understanding of risk assessment, compliance standards, and governance principles. Candidates are often evaluated on their ability to identify risks, understand regulatory environments, and support compliance initiatives. This guide provides 25 essential interview questions and detailed answers designed to help beginners prepare effectively. Each answer explains key concepts, practical applications, and expectations for entry-level professionals aiming to build a successful career in GRC. 1. What is GRC and why is it important? GRC stands for Governance, Risk, and Compliance, a structured approach that helps organizations align their business objectives with regulatory requirements and risk management strategies. Governance refers to the framework of policies, procedures, and controls that guide an organization's operations. Risk management involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential threats that could impact business performance. Compliance ensures adherence to laws, regulations, and internal policies. GRC is important because it provides a unified strategy to manage organizational risks while maintaining compliance with legal and regulatory standards. Without GRC, companies may face legal penalties, reputational damage, and operational inefficiencies. For example, failing to comply with data protection laws can result in heavy fines. At an entry level, understanding GRC helps professionals contribute to policy enforcement, risk documentation, and compliance monitoring. It also improves decision-making by ensuring that risks are considered before implementing business strategies. Overall, GRC strengthens organizational resilience and promotes sustainable growth by integrating governance, risk, and compliance into everyday operations. 2. What are the key components of GRC? The three key components of GRC are governance, risk management, and compliance. Governance focuses on establishing policies, procedures, and organizational structures to guide decision-making. It ensures accountability, transparency, and ethical behavior within the organization. Risk management involves identifying potential risks, analyzing their impact, and implementing measures to mitigate them. Risks can be financial, operational, cybersecurity-related, or reputational. Effective risk management helps organizations prepare for uncertainties and minimize losses. Compliance ensures that the organization adheres to legal, regulatory, and internal requirements. This includes industry standards, government laws, and company policies. Compliance activities often involve audits, reporting, and monitoring processes. These components work together to create a cohesive system. Governance sets the direction, risk management identifies and mitigates threats, and compliance ensures adherence to rules. For entry-level professionals, understanding these components is essential for supporting GRC processes, maintaining documentation, and assisting in audits. Mastering these basics helps build a strong foundation for a career in risk and compliance management. 3. What is risk in GRC? In GRC, risk refers to the possibility of an event occurring that could negatively impact an organization's objectives. Risks can arise from various sources, including financial instability, operational failures, cybersecurity threats, or regulatory changes. Understanding risk is essential because it allows organizations to prepare for uncertainties and minimize potential damage. Risk is typically measured based on two factors: likelihood and impact. Likelihood refers to the probability of the risk occurring, while impact refers to the severity of its consequences. Organizations often use risk matrices to prioritize risks based on these factors. At an entry level, professionals are expected to assist in identifying risks, documenting them, and supporting risk assessments. For example, a junior GRC analyst might help track cybersecurity vulnerabilities or monitor compliance risks. Effective risk management involves not only identifying risks but also implementing controls to mitigate them. This ensures that organizations can continue operating smoothly even when challenges arise. Understanding risk is a fundamental skill for anyone entering the GRC field. 4. What is compliance in GRC? Compliance in GRC refers to the process of ensuring that an organization adheres to relevant laws, regulations, standards, and internal policies. It is a critical aspect of business operations, because failure to comply can result in legal penalties, financial losses, and reputational damage. Compliance involves monitoring regulatory requirements, implementing policies, conducting audits, and maintaining proper documentation. Organizations must stay updated with changing regulations to ensure continuous compliance. For example, companies handling sensitive data must comply with data protection laws. Entry-level professionals play a key role in supporting compliance activities. They may assist in preparing audit reports, reviewing policies, and ensuring that employees follow established procedures. Compliance also promotes ethical behavior and accountability within the organization. It ensures that business practices align with legal and moral standards. By maintaining compliance, organizations can build trust with stakeholders and avoid potential risks associated with non-compliance. 5. What is governance in GRC? Governance in GRC refers to the framework of rules, practices, and processes by which an organization is directed and controlled. It ensures that the organization operates in a structured and ethical manner while achieving its objectives. Governance includes decision-making processes, accountability structures, and policy development. Effective governance establishes clear roles and responsibilities, ensuring that everyone understands their duties. It also involves setting strategic goals and monitoring performance to ensure alignment with organizational objectives. At an entry level, professionals may support governance by maintaining documentation, assisting in policy creation, and ensuring adherence to established procedures. Governance also includes oversight mechanisms such as audits and performance reviews. Strong governance is essential for maintaining transparency and accountability within an organization. It helps prevent fraud, mismanagement, and unethical behavior. By understanding governance, entry-level GRC professionals can contribute to building a solid organizational foundation and supporting long-term success. 6. What is a risk assessment? A risk assessment is the process of identifying, analyzing, and evaluating risks that could impact an organization. It is a key component of risk management and helps organizations prioritize risks based on their severity and likelihood. The process typically involves identifying potential risks, assessing their impact, and determining the likelihood of occurrence. This information is then used to prioritize risks and implement mitigation strategies. Risk assessments can be qualitative or quantitative, depending on the approach used. Entry-level professionals often assist in collecting data, documenting risks, and supporting analysis. For example, they may help create risk registers or update risk assessment reports. Risk assessments are essential for proactive risk management. They enable organizations to anticipate potential threats and take preventative measures. By conducting regular risk assessments, organizations can reduce uncertainties and improve decision-making processes. Understanding this concept is crucial for anyone starting a career in GRC. 7. What is a risk register? A risk register is a centralized document used to record and track identified risks within an organization. It serves as a key tool in risk management by providing a structured way to document risks, their impact, likelihood, and mitigation strategies. A typical risk register includes details such as risk description, risk category, likelihood, impact, risk owner, and mitigation actions. It helps organizations monitor risks and ensure that appropriate controls are in place. Entry-level GRC professionals often assist in maintaining and updating the risk register. This includes adding new risks, updating existing entries, and tracking mitigation progress. The risk register is important because it provides visibility into the organization's risk landscape. It helps decision-makers prioritize risks and allocate resources effectively. By maintaining an accurate risk register, organizations can improve their risk management processes and ensure better preparedness for potential threats. 8. What are controls in GRC? Controls in GRC are measures or mechanisms implemented to mitigate risks and ensure compliance with policies and regulations. They help prevent, detect, or correct issues that could negatively impact an organization. There are different types of controls, including preventative controls, detective controls, and corrective controls. Preventative controls aim to stop issues before they occur, while detective controls identify issues after they happen. Corrective controls address and fix identified problems. Entry-level professionals may assist in documenting controls, testing their effectiveness, and supporting audits. For example, they might help verify access controls in an IT system or review compliance procedures. Controls are essential for maintaining a secure and compliant environment. They ensure that risks are managed effectively and that organizational objectives are achieved. Understanding controls is a fundamental aspect of GRC and is crucial for entry-level roles. 9. What is the difference between risk and compliance? Risk and compliance are closely related but distinct concepts within GRC. Risk refers to the potential for loss or negative impact on an organization, while compliance focuses on adhering to laws, regulations, and policies. Risk management involves identifying and mitigating potential threats, whereas compliance ensures that the organization follows required standards. For example, a cybersecurity risk might involve potential data breaches, while compliance ensures adherence to data protection regulations. Entry-level professionals should understand how these concepts interact. Effective compliance reduces risks, and proper risk management supports compliance efforts. Both risk and compliance are essential for organizational success. By managing risks and ensuring compliance, organizations can avoid legal issues, financial losses, and reputational damage. Understanding the relationship between these concepts is crucial for building a career in GRC. 10. What is an audit in GRC? An audit in GRC is a systematic examination of an organization's processes, controls, and compliance with regulations. It helps ensure that policies are followed and risks are managed effectively. Audits can be internal or external. Internal audits are conducted within the organization, while external audits are performed by independent entities. The audit process involves reviewing documentation, testing controls, and identifying gaps. Entry-level professionals often support audits by preparing documents, collecting evidence, and assisting auditors. They may also help track audit findings and ensure corrective actions are implemented. Audits are important because they provide assurance that the organization is operating effectively and in compliance with regulations. They also help identify areas for improvement. Understanding audits is essential for entry-level GRC roles as they are a core part of compliance and risk management processes. 11. What is a compliance framework? A compliance framework is a structured set of guidelines, policies, and procedures designed to help organizations meet regulatory and legal requirements. It provides a systematic approach to ensure that business operations align with industry standards and government regulations. Common frameworks include ISO standards, NIST, and COBIT, each offering specific controls and best practices. At an entry level, understanding compliance frameworks is essential because they guide how organizations implement controls and manage risks. These frameworks define what needs to be done and how it should be monitored. For example, a cybersecurity framework outlines how to protect sensitive data and respond to incidents. Entry-level professionals may assist in mapping organizational processes to framework requirements, documenting compliance efforts, and supporting audits. A strong compliance framework improves consistency, reduces risks, and ensures accountability. It helps organizations maintain trust with stakeholders and avoid penalties. By following the structured framework, businesses can streamline compliance efforts and achieve long-term success in a regulated environment. 12. What is risk mitigation? Risk mitigation refers to the process of reducing the impact or likelihood of identified risks. It is a key part of risk management and involves implementing strategies to minimize potential damage to the organization. There are several risk mitigation strategies, including risk avoidance, risk reduction, risk transfer, and risk acceptance. For example, an organization may implement security controls to reduce cybersecurity risks or purchase insurance to transfer financial risks. Entry-level professionals often support risk mitigation by documenting mitigation plans, monitoring their effectiveness, and updating risk registers. They may also assist in implementing controls and tracking risk-related activities. Effective risk mitigation ensures that organizations can operate smoothly despite uncertainties. It reduces the chances of major disruptions and helps maintain business continuity. Understanding risk mitigation is crucial for GRC professionals, as it directly impacts the organization's ability to handle risks effectively and achieve its objectives. 13. What is a policy in GRC? A policy in GRC is a formal document that outlines an organization's rules, guidelines, and expectations for behavior and operations. Policies provide direction to employees and ensure consistency in decision-making. Policies can cover various areas, including information security, data protection, and employee conduct. They are designed to align with legal requirements and organizational objectives. Entry-level professionals may assist in drafting, reviewing, and updating policies. They also help ensure that employees are aware of and follow these policies. Policies are important because they establish a clear framework for operations and compliance. They help prevent misunderstandings and reduce risks by providing clear instructions. Regularly reviewing and updating policies ensures that they remain relevant and effective. Understanding policies is essential for entry-level GRC roles as they form the foundation of governance and compliance efforts. 14. What is a procedure in GRC? A procedure in GRC is a detailed set of steps that explains how to implement a policy or complete a specific task. While policies define what needs to be done, procedures describe how it should be done. Procedures ensure consistency and efficiency in operations. They provide clear instructions that employees can follow to achieve desired outcomes. For example, a data protection policy may be supported by procedures outlining how to handle sensitive information. Entry-level professionals often help document procedures, ensure they are followed, and update them as needed. They may also assist in training employees on proper procedures. Procedures are essential for maintaining compliance and reducing risks. They ensure that tasks are performed correctly and consistently. By understanding procedures, entry-level GRC professionals can support operational efficiency and ensure adherence to organizational standards. 15. What is a control test? A control test is the process of evaluating whether a control is functioning as intended. It helps determine the effectiveness of controls in mitigating risks and ensuring compliance. Control testing involves reviewing documentation, observing processes, and analyzing data. It can be performed periodically or continuously, depending on the organization's needs. Entry-level professionals may assist in conducting control tests by gathering evidence, documenting results, and reporting findings. They play a key role in ensuring that controls are properly implemented and maintained. Control testing is important because it identifies weaknesses and areas for improvement. It ensures that controls remain effective over time. By conducting regular control tests, organizations can strengthen their risk management processes and maintain compliance. Understanding this concept is essential for entry-level GRC roles. 16. What is regulatory compliance? Regulatory compliance refers to the process of adhering to laws, regulations, and guidelines set by governing bodies. It ensures that organizations operate within legal boundaries and meet industry standards. Examples of regulatory compliance include data protection laws, financial regulations, and health and safety standards. Organizations must stay updated with changing regulations to remain compliant. Entry-level professionals support regulatory compliance by monitoring requirements, maintaining documentation, and assisting in audits. They may also help implement policies and controls to meet regulatory standards. Regulatory compliance is crucial because non-compliance can result in fines, legal action, and reputational damage. It also promotes ethical behavior and accountability. Understanding regulatory compliance is essential for anyone entering the GRC field as it forms a core part of organizational operations. 17. What is an internal control? An internal control is a process or mechanism implemented within an organization to ensure the integrity of financial and operational activities. It helps prevent fraud, errors, and inefficiencies. Internal controls include activities such as approvals, reconciliations, and access restrictions. They are designed to ensure that operations are conducted in accordance with policies and regulations. Entry-level professionals may assist in documenting internal controls, testing their effectiveness, and supporting audits. They play a role in maintaining a strong control environment. Internal controls are important because they safeguard organizational assets and ensure accurate reporting. They also help maintain compliance and reduce risks. Understanding internal controls is essential for entry-level GRC professionals, as they are a key component of governance and risk management. 18. What is a risk appetite? Risk appetite refers to the level of risk an organization is willing to accept in pursuit of its objectives. It is defined by senior management and reflects the organization's strategic goals and tolerance for uncertainty. A clear risk appetite helps guide decision-making and ensures that risks are managed within acceptable limits. It provides a framework for evaluating potential opportunities and threats. Entry-level professionals may support risk appetite implementation by monitoring risks and ensuring they align with organizational thresholds. They may also assist in reporting risk levels to management. Understanding risk appetite is important because it helps balance risk and reward. It ensures that organizations do not take excessive risks while pursuing growth. By aligning activities with risk appetite, organizations can achieve sustainable success and maintain stability. 19. What is a compliance audit? A compliance audit is an evaluation of an organization's adherence to regulatory requirements and internal policies. It ensures that the organization is operating within legal and ethical boundaries. The audit process involves reviewing documentation, testing controls, and identifying gaps. It may be conducted internally or by external auditors. Entry-level professionals often assist in compliance audits by preparing documents, collecting evidence, and tracking findings. They play a key role in ensuring that audit processes run smoothly. Compliance audits are important because they identify areas of non-compliance and provide recommendations for improvement. They help organizations maintain accountability and avoid penalties. Understanding compliance audits is essential for entry-level GRC roles, as audits are a core part of compliance management. 20. What is a risk matrix? A risk matrix is a tool used to evaluate and prioritize risks based on their likelihood and impact. It provides a visual representation of risks, helping organizations focus on the most critical issues. The matrix typically consists of a grid with likelihood on one axis and impact on the other. Risks are plotted on the grid to determine their severity. Entry-level professionals may assist in creating and updating risk matrices. They help analyze risks and ensure that they are properly categorized. A risk matrix is important because it simplifies risk assessment and supports decision-making. It helps organizations allocate resources effectively and address high-priority risks. Understanding this tool is essential for entry-level GRC professionals. 21. What is third-party risk? Third-party risk refers to the potential risks associated with external vendors, suppliers, or partners. These risks can impact an organization's operations, security, and compliance. Examples of third-party risks include data breaches, service disruptions, and regulatory violations. Organizations must assess and monitor these risks to ensure that third parties meet required standards. Entry-level professionals may assist in conducting vendor assessments, reviewing contracts, and monitoring third-party performance. They help ensure that third-party relationships are managed effectively. Managing third-party risk is important because organizations rely on external partners for various services. Proper risk management ensures that these relationships do not expose the organization to unnecessary risks. Understanding third-party risk is essential for GRC roles. 22. What is data privacy in GRC? Data privacy in GRC refers to the protection of personal and sensitive information from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. It is a critical aspect of compliance and risk management. Organizations must implement policies and controls to ensure data privacy. This includes encryption, access controls, and data handling procedures. Entry-level professionals may assist in monitoring data privacy practices, ensuring compliance with regulations, and supporting audits. They play a role in protecting sensitive information. Data privacy is important because breaches can lead to legal penalties and reputational damage. It also builds trust with customers and stakeholders. Understanding data privacy is essential for entry-level GRC professionals. 23. What is incident management? Incident management is the process of identifying, responding to, and resolving unexpected events that could disrupt operations. It is a key part of risk management and ensures business continuity. The process involves detecting incidents, analyzing their impact, and implementing corrective actions. It also includes documenting incidents and learning from them to prevent future occurrences. Entry-level professionals may assist in incident reporting, documentation, and coordination with response teams. They help ensure that incidents are handled efficiently. Effective incident management minimizes disruptions and reduces the impact of incidents. It helps organizations recover quickly and maintain operations. Understanding incident management is crucial for GRC roles. 24. What is business continuity? Business continuity refers to the ability of an organization to continue operating during and after a disruption. It involves planning and preparing for potential incidents to minimize their impact. Business continuity planning includes identifying critical processes, developing recovery strategies, and conducting tests. It ensures that essential functions can be maintained during emergencies. Entry-level professionals may assist in developing and testing business continuity plans. They help ensure that plans are effective and up-to-date. Business continuity is important because it ensures that organizations can withstand disruptions and maintain operations. It protects assets, employees, and customers. Understanding this concept is essential for entry-level GRC professionals. 25. What skills are required for an entry-level GRC role? Entry-level GRC roles require a combination of technical and soft skills. Key technical skills include understanding risk management, compliance frameworks, and basic cybersecurity concepts. Familiarity with tools such as risk registers and audit documentation is also important. Soft skills are equally important. These include communication, analytical thinking, attention to detail, and problem solving. GRC professionals must be able to interpret regulations and communicate them effectively to others. Entry-level professionals should also be willing to learn and adapt, as GRC is a constantly evolving field. Certifications and training can enhance knowledge and career prospects. Overall, a successful GRC professional combines technical knowledge with strong interpersonal skills. By developing these skills, entry-level candidates can contribute effectively to governance, risk, and compliance processes and build a strong foundation for career growth. GRC is a vital function that ensures organizations operate efficiently, manage risks effectively, and comply with regulatory requirements. For entry-level candidates, understanding the core concepts of governance, risk management, and compliance is essential for success. These 25 interview questions and answers provide a comprehensive foundation to help you prepare confidently for GRC roles. By mastering these topics, you can demonstrate your knowledge, analytical skills, and readiness to contribute to organizational success. Continuous learning and practical experience will further enhance your expertise, enabling you to grow in the dynamic and rewarding field of governance, risk, and compliance.